How's it going, everybody? Another weekend here at the shop. Haven't really got a lot done here lately. Been down at my other house in Alabama taking care of some work down there. Got back and still waiting on some parts to show up for the Lark. And as soon as I get that in, we'll do another video on it. But I decided to buy another vehicle. You might recognize this vehicle from a video I did last year. And so I'll just kind of give you a quick look at it. So 2011 Durango RT. And if you remember, we took this engine out for a friend of ours, and he turned around and put some goodie stuff in it. And also it's the same one that the guy put the head gaskets in wrong. So he had it rented, and then all of a sudden the alternator quit charging. Actually what happened was our alternator started overcharging and took out the PCM as far as showing or activating the charge for it, so it wasn't charging anymore. So it set park. I think there's only been 100 miles on this thing since the motor got put back in it. And made a deal with him and bought it. So went ahead and ordered a new computer for it. Now, that being said, it has a Texas Speed Stage 2 cam. It's got new lifters in it, push rods, springs, and it had a bass tune on the old computer. And so when I got the new computer, I reached out to the guy that originally did it, or put the tune in it, and scheduling between each other just wasn't going to happen. And then I asked him to email the file, and he's like, wanted a lot of money just for that file. So I've got somebody showing up today to help me with this. We do have HP tunes. Ethan got a while back. We haven't had a chance to really start learning it. So I've got somebody that's going to be coming today that has experience with the HP tunes. And we're going to see about getting this thing back on the road. So like I said, I got the new computer. So what we're going to end up doing is I need to plug this one back up because it will run, it just won't charge. So get it plugged back in over there, then get the laptop on it, download the files from this one, then hook this one up and upload, and hopefully she'll run and stay running so I can go drive this thing around and find out what other little things I need to do. When he gets here, and some of y'all already know who he is, and we'll get started on it, and I'm going to learn some stuff today. Never too old to learn. So as soon as he gets here, we'll be back at it. All right, so I got the old computer reinstalled. So when he gets here, all I gotta do is plug the battery back up and start that process. And I probably could have went a different route with it, saved me some money, because that computer was almost $800, and done a external voltage regulator to it and kind of did away with everything going through the computer. But at the end of the day, you know, I wanted to do it right, and because the other half's going to be driving this thing, so I just rather just spend the extra money and get the new computer, and hopefully all that works. Getting the battery a good charge. So with him doing what he's got to do, we'll make sure we got a full battery and have no issues.
I'll get it done first.
So the man himself has finally showed up. If you don't know him, it's Dr. Art on YouTube. And once again, brother, I appreciate you coming out.
No worries.
We're never too old to learn something new.
Right.
So right now he's basically got everything plugged in. He's reading the vehicle right now. So this is going to be going back and forth a few times. And then also he's going to do some stuff on his channel on it. So make sure you check out his channel. And also the build he's doing with the Dodge pickup truck for Hot Rod Power Tour with Kiwi and Uncle Tony. So y'all keep an eye out.
And then let me show what we got going on here. What we're doing is the computer in this Durango got a voltage spike from, let's see, get the glare off, from the alternator overcharging. So we're attempting to take the entire tune out of the computer before we need to replace it. So hopefully we can just unload the entire tune, make sure it's correct, because it's a custom tune, because this Hemi has cams and things in it, and transfer it to the new ECM that Al bought. So this takes a few minutes. So
Art has the file downloaded now from the old PCM, and Ethan is now taking the old one out, putting the new one in, and then we're gonna basically re-upload everything to the new computer, correct?
yeah, because we read it. We were able, even though the computer got damaged from the voltage spike, it had all the essential parameters and tables in it. It all looked pretty good. So yeah, as soon as it gets the computer switched, we'll go ahead and we'll write this one to this new computer, and then we'll take you guys for a ride.
Sounds good to me. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back outside today, and yesterday Art and I worked back and forth on getting a bass tune in this thing. We got it running, did a little test drive with it. He had to get back home, so today what we're going to do is Ethan and I are going to plug in the laptop, and we're going to take it for a spin, do some data logging, so we can start fine-tuning everything. We copy and paste all the files from the old computer to the new one, and there were some things that weren't still quite right. It was having a hard time idling, so we went ahead and bumped the idle up to like 950 to get it to run, and that's where it is right now. Transmission's doing great, it's shifting good. Little vibration in the front end. I think part of it's just tires, but I'm also going to replace the rotors and the brakes in the front today. But now it's going to be, let's get stuff dialed in. I was driving a little bit yesterday, check engine light came on, said bank 1 and bank 2 were lean. So once we do the data logging, I can email that to Art, and we can figure what tables we need to adjust to richen her up a little bit across the band. And let me tell you, I mean, tuning and programming, I'm looking forward to learning, because there's a lot and it can be a little frustrating, but I'm willing to learn. The mind still wants to know, you know, so it's definitely going to be a learning experience for Ethan and I, and we'll see how it goes. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start this thing up and let it run, and then while I'm waiting on Ethan, I'm going to go ahead and jack the front of this thing up, put the brakes in the front, and then once he's ready to go, we'll do some data logging. So let's see what this thing's going to do. All right, we got it fired up. So cold start, it's fine. Once it warms up, it's having a little bit of issues, so we need to go look at the fuel trim levels, see if it's not getting enough fuel. Like I said, it's a learning process. So let me get on the brakes, and then Ethan and I will get out here, get the laptop hooked up, and go take it for a drive. Let's go ahead and get the caliper off, pads, rotor. And wouldn't you know, it had to be a certain size that I don't carry in my box. So, had a 10, had a 12, but I didn't have an 11. So, ended up having to buy a whole pack just for one. So, more tools for inventory. Okay, got the last foot on. Get ready to set her back on the ground. Sent the files, like I said to Art earlier. I just sent him the downloads of both ECMs so he can compare it and hopefully get us a better calculation to put back into this one and get her running less lean. So as soon as he emails me these back, we'll get back on it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Been working on this thing for the past couple of days. Been going back and forth with Art, swapping files in and out, reloading. I'm trying to get this thing dialed in, and I think this is the third revision right now. So take a quick look. So still showing a little high here on these two here, which is what we're trying to get straightened out more or less. I'm just trying to get this thing where it's reliable, drivable. I drove it yesterday, did a couple data loggings and sent that to him. We're working on the numbers, bringing things down a little at a time. And like I said, man, this has been one hell of a learning experience for me, learning how to do this. And I'm actually excited to learn something new. So here in a little bit, we're going to take it on the test drive, do some more data logging, and I'll show you that. And then I'll send that back to him. So let me go grab my wallet and let's go take a drive. All right, we're back in the car. And getting ready to set all this. So let me get this over to here so we can start recording. All right, now we are recording. So let's get out of the drive. And let's take her around the block. Sorry about the fingerprint there. All right, so we're going to sit there and start data logging everything and see where our trims are going to be at while driving, which is the main thing we're looking for right now, cruising speed. Now I know why these tuners get paid the big money to do what they do, because this is definitely a process, especially with Art teaching me how to do this for the most part. And I get to learn something new. All right, let's go out here on the big road. So you can see the trim tables going up and down, adjusting, zeroing out, and all that good stuff. All right, let's see what we're going to be doing at cruising speed. guys, I never knew that I would turn around and get to this point of learning new stuff with the newer vehicles. I know that a lot of y'all are old school. I'm old school too. I love the old stuff, but my brain likes the new stuff, trying to figure things out. What can you do? What can you experiment with? And how to learn to do stuff. And tuning was the next step for Ethan and I to learn. And so now we're basically getting a crash course. I mean, it's going to take a long time to really learn what's going on. And once again, like I said, I appreciate the help with Art. And so once again, thank you very much, sir. So now we're looking at the cruising trim right now at about 56. You can see where it's going up and down, up and down. It'll clear out, it'll go red and back to green. So we're just trying to dial this down a little bit at a time through the curve. So we're at 57 right now. So we'll get down here and get it where I can open it up a little bit. All right, so we're about 62, 63, kind of cruising speed. Everything's chilling out, which is a big improvement from yesterday's tune. Still a little bit of tweaking to do off and on. And just kind of get it down, get it manageable. So we've got slightly leaning in. We're rolling about between 68 and 70. So I'm gonna get this all logged in, send it to him, and do a little bit more tweaking. It's running a lot better now. It's starting a lot better. So we're getting pretty close. I think 1 or 2 more tweaks, but be good to go. So let's see here. Start right up. So get closer. So turn this back off. So one step at a time with this. We got the new brakes and rotors on it. We've got it running pretty decent now. Like I said, just a couple more little tweaks. But I did notice on the test drives and stuff, got a clunking going on with this thing. And Ethan and I jacked it up. And looks like we're going to be replacing the chain in the all-wheel drive transfer case. These things are done to stretch. And so I'm going to get that ordered. That'll be another video, how we're going to do it, take it apart, put the new chain in. And I knew getting into this thing, I was going to have some stuff that was going to have to be worked on. The little jerking noise and stuff from the chain, did not know about. So, but the good thing is, I really got this thing at a really good price. So everything I'm doing to it right now, I'm not going to be upside down at it. And it's going to be a decent ride. As far as that goes, well, that's going to be it for now on this until I get the chain. And like I said before, learning new things, you're never too old. And it might get a little frustrating at times. But if you can work through them, I mean, the mind is there to learn and absorb things in. But other than that, guys, we're going to call it quits for now on this. And see you down the road.